Hello everyone. Good morning. I would just like to say I'm probably going to be short on the videos this week. I got a message on Sunday that a close family friend had passed away, and ever since I had been thinking about all the times that my brother and I had spent with him, hanging out, having a good time, all the things that you're supposed to do when tragedy strikes. Of course, I wish that the family, his family would have a swift, recovery from grief. But that isn't the only thing that is weighing on my heart today. Yesterday, after I uploaded that video showing all the shirts, oh, and here's one of them. I got into a car accident, and now things are kind of rough around the home. Just having one parent with a vehicle is, after so many years of being used to, one of the parents being able to shuttle the kids around, it's been difficult. That car was my baby. Still waiting on the insurance people to see if the damage is fixable or not. I haven't brought myself yet to look at the dash cam video. I don't want to relive it like last night when I closed my eyes. That's all I saw, and that's the only thing I saw. It was just like there and repeating, and it wasn't fun. I had to go to a meeting last night, a Celebrate Recovery. I'm not a firm believer in Jesus Christ. I am an atheist, but I go because they like having me there, even though I am atheist. I don't know if they, I don't know if their program isn't really going to help me, but because I've had to do a lot of my recovery on my own. So I needed to go, and here's some of the things I picked up. This is just a general pamphlet on what it is. And for anyone who is very faith-based and who has someone or is struggling with any kind of addiction, or even I go because I'm codependent. I have been a housewife for 17 years. I don't know what it's like to get in a car and just go somewhere on my own anymore. I have a hard time just wanting to go to the grocery store without anybody. I hate going. I always tell myself I didn't have a family to do this on my own. So the pamphlets I'm going to show you are things that I hope to work on when I go to these meetings. So this one is a general, and I'm not doing these in the faith base like they are. I'm just taking their advice in the way it is, minusing out all the read from your Bible every night and stuff. But if that's something that you choose, and if you're going through a hard time, I recommend this. If your area has one, or even if it doesn't, just go to a meeting, an AA or an NA meeting, or I don't know. I just go to this one because it's just so broad scope. I mean, yes, I was addicted to Schedule I drugs for a while, and it's been 6 years sober, and it's 15 months sober of alcohol. The alcohol is the only thing I'm still really working on because it's so easy to get. Alcohol is easier to get than any drug for me. I don't have any contact with my drug friends anymore. I just don't. But anyway, so I picked up this. This one's just got various, there are various things that they stand for and stuff in this one. Now keep in mind, these are little pamphlets that that I thought would be something common characteristics among adult children of family dysfunction / ACFD. I'm not sure what that means, but I figured since I have older children in the teen range, about to become adults, I thought maybe I could maybe there's something in here that will help me understand my older daughter's issues better, and maybe she could help me. I don't know. Anyway, so, and then I've got, I picked up this one, sponsors and accountability partners. I go to these meetings mainly because, I go to them because I like the social interaction with peers. But I also go because I am trying to help a friend of mine become, more sober. She's already a wonderful person, and she'd be even more wonderful if she can just pull the chains of addiction off of herself. So I was going to read this to see if I could, if there's something in there that maybe can help us both. I mean, self-injury. I self-harm, not to kill myself. I do it like I could just stick my nail into up there when I'm upset and just hurt myself, because that kind of hurts, just doing that. Just so I can have a different kind of pain versus the pain that's up in here. And I'm hoping that maybe this and some stuff in here can help me work through not having... I'm not as bad as I used to be. As a teenager, I used to really... I would just sit there and do this over and over until my skin was scratched off. I just would do that with and you can't quite see all the scars, but I used to do that on all of my hands. I liked to do it on my hands because you use your hands a lot, and the motion of using your hands would reopen the scab, and it would just cause pain again, and that's what I wanted. I'd rather have the physical pain than this feeling sad, the depression, the loneliness, all that, But see, I don't have much of that anymore, but a lot of this comes in with the teenager thing, because I don't know. So then I also picked up freedom from anger. I do have anger issues. Like yesterday at the accident scene, the wife was making these snippet comments to me about how her groceries were more important than my kids in the car, and the cop had to come over and say, hey, I know tensions are running high, but you gotta bring it down some. And I was like, then you need to tell her to either shut up, because I'm really trying really hard to not do something that I might regret. And he was very polite about it. I mean, he was a polite guy, even though he gave me a freaking ticket for the accident. But anyway, I have anger I need to work on. I'm not a perfect person. This is why I bead. This is why I make these. This helps me. This is like my drug. I would rather be creative and work through my issues than sit and stew and be angry at the things that are making me angry. I feel like I actually have something to accomplish, or that I have something to show when I do those things. So anyway, anger. Codependency. I am a housewife. I've been a housewife for 17 years. I have put my application out there in several places. That was hard enough for me to do, to just get out the door and go do it. And I haven't heard back from any of them except Target. And did you know on their application at Target, there's a section that says that you're supposed to check it if you're over 40 years old. And then I asked at the application, I was like, why do you have that, on there? As a person who at that time was 38 and now I'm 39. So it's like, it's kind of an important thing. And if you're singling out people who are 40 plus, that's not cool. But anyway, codependence. It's one of the things I've got to work on. The whole going to the grocery store, being able to do things on my own. I've lost my independence and I want to gain some of it back. So I'm hoping I can find some information in here. And this is going to be very hard for me to read. It's especially hard for me to read red. Like since this is black writing on a red background, this will be hard for my eyes to read. Just like, it's not so much this color because this is kind of a muted mint green. But if that green was a darker green, like a traditional, like this color, but if it was a little lighter, I don't know, like this is perfect. If it was this color, this green, with black lettering and this color, I would have had the same issue because these two colors on white paper or these two colors for letters on whatever, on like a black background, I have a hard time reading. So anyway, codependency, that's something I've got to work on. And adult children of family dysfunction. I'm not sure what ACFD stands for. But this one was a part of the other one with the adult children thing. I thought, since maybe there's something in here that'll help me with my daughter. And I'm hoping, there isn't too much, like, if it says, like, go find proverb blah, blah, blah in the Bible. Of course, I'm not going to go do that, but I will take all the other information. So hopefully it's not all centered around the Bible as ways to help me. Yeah, so anyway, I don't know why it turned into CR. I'm sorry, why it turned into Celebrate Recovery. But I went to a meeting last night. It's not the first meeting I've went to. That's actually my third one. I like going, but I miss my car. And I feel like I'm trapped now. I have no... I don't know. I just need to work on stuff. So if you don't see any videos for a while, just working through some stuff. But I promise I'll get back to beading. My dog knocked over my my varnish, one of my PC petrifier, and the lid was closed. But a friend of mine said if the rubber on the top was damaged, that it could leak through that. So I haven't looked yet, but it did end up leaking and leaving a mess on my carpet, but I was able to get most of it out of the carpet. But now I need to figure out a different setup for dipping my beads, maybe putting them somewhere where the dog isn't, accidents happen. I mean, she was excited and ran by and nobody noticed. And it would have been a worse mess, but I had a garbage bag there as well. So anyway, I've got to figure out what to do about that. I still have the same beads I had shown before strung. I just need to do the final coat of the polyacrylic, and then those will be done. Yeah, I'm sorry if this video has gone into a darker place than the videos you like to talk, see me do, but this is my channel for people to see a real life person. I like I said, I could edit it out. I could edit out all my mistakes and my stumble over my words or whatever, but nah. But all right, I have to get going. Bye.